What does commitment mean to you? Most people do not know what they seek in a relationship, let alone what the person that is of interest seeks as well. And that is what we're talking about today. Welcome back to Kara's Love Techniques. I am Coach Kara, and we're here with another relationship video. So we are talking about commitment, what it means for you and your person, and why it is of great importance. Let's get started. So here's what, guys. The reason why many relationship fails is because most people don't address the necessary topics in the very early stages of dating or just simply seeing each other. You know, asking the very imperative questions that will be detrimental to one's well-being in the long term. So it's kind of important to address certain topics to prevent yourself or from enduring disappointment and hurt in the long run. And by doing so, well, it just takes the pain and the energy and the effort that you are going to be susceptible of in the future away, just by simply asking the necessary questions when it comes to commitment. So most people think when they meet someone, it's because you like me, I like you, let's just be together. And you never talk or indulge in deep conversation of what one thinks a committed relationship entails. Well, there's news for you, my love. Commitment means differently for most people. Many people are not, interested in the traditional type committal relationship. And the reason why you want to do your homework and probe this person very early on, not only because, well, it's detrimental to your well-being in the long run, but moreover, you simply know. You know what this person wants. It's a bit asinine to go into any situation without asking the necessary questions, especially if you are, thinking about long term or maybe even your forever person. It's kind of like getting a job interview, going on the job interview, actually getting the job, but then walking out without inquiring about what the salary will be, or hell, the 401k for that matter. It's a bit irresponsible. Or going off driving off the dealership lot with your new vehicle without ever inquiring about what the numbers look like, the financing. So in any situation that is of importance, you kind of want to do some sort of probing, diving a little deeper, asking those questions like, are you even a committal type? Do you believe in love? Well, once upon a time, I did believe in love. I've been hurt. The answer to that is no. Why? Because it's not yes. Do you believe in fidelity? Those sorts of questions that prevent you from being disappointed severely in the long run. Because see, what happens is we get into these situations and we're on cloud 9 or 10 in bliss, and only to realize 9 months down the line that our person actually prefers to be in a polyamorous type lifestyle. Now what? What can you do about that? Very little, except join in on the fun. But see, had you asked, because many people won't tell you, you'll be amazed at how many people lie by omission, meaning they don't disclose pertinent information that, could affect someone's well-being in the long term, in the long run. Many people, they just don't disclose certain types of things, which is why it is your responsibility, your due diligence, to ask. And by not asking, you're only giving this person more leverage to deceive you, which brings me to my next topic. This is why many people end up in committal relationships by manipulation. Meaning, you say what you want from someone, They emulate those desires. They try to put on a facade, give you an illusion, smoke and mirrors of what it is that you desire from a relationship. And they try to act this out, but at some point they hit a brick wall because it becomes too stressful. They're not emotionally capable. They're probably not even emotionally available. And so you end up in this one-sided, supposedly monogamous relationship when in all reality, this person never even wanted that type of situation. There was something that you had that they needed, and so they just went along with it. For whatever reason, you would have to ask them. You understand? So prevent yourself from being in this sort of type of relationship, what actually leads to, divorces and traumatic relationship outcomes. Do the damn homework, ask questions, and you'll be able to identify when someone is the committal type. Well, for one, they'll be in sync with you. You'll be able to determine that whatever you guys have, it is effortlessly, it is with ease. It comes so organically. Nothing is forced. No one is putting on any sort of facade. They want to be in the same type of relationship that you want to be in. Because truth be told, someone who doesn't want the same type of relationship you want, at some point, it will be revealed. And especially if they don't really believe in love and they refuse to allow love or anything remotely relative to that to dictate what it is they do in a relationship, you're going to get problems out of that person eventually, more soon than later. I promise you, because it's only so long that you can keep up and act, especially when it is a serious situation. You understand? So you'll know that your person is in sync with you, that this person has not abandoned you in any way. You don't feel alone, like it's one-sided. You've never felt that. You feel this person is the Robin to your Batman, or however it goes. You're a team. You feel that. And then there's a willingness to be in the same type of committal relationship with you. You understand? There's a willingness. See, you can't force someone. You can't force anything that doesn't fit. You get problems. You get that pullback. Yeah? So when it comes to commitment, whatever your relationship entails, whatever you envision it, your idealistic relationship, you're going to see that your person is willing to take the effort, willing to be devoted, trustworthy, vulnerable, emotionally available. Yeah? Yes. You'll know it. You'll feel it. All right? So yeah, that is what I wanted to share with you guys, the importance of seeking the knowledge and the truth about what your person defines as a committed situation, relationship, whatever they consider a relationship to be. You need to know that. And if they don't know, well, you probably wouldn't want to be with that person anyway. Okay? Well, I thank you all for joining me always. That is all for now. Until next time.